Hi and welcome to this video, where I am joined by three great channels to explore the ruins of Hell's Abbey, which is located near Winchcombe, Gloucestershire. These are Watto from Wandering with Watto, Kim from Kim's Picks 59 and Ellie from Two Bears on Tour. Links to their great channels in the description below. The Abbey stands as an important historical and cultural monument, founded in 1246 by Richard, Earl of Cornwall, the brother of King Henry III. The establishment of Hell's Abbey was deeply rooted in a vow made by Richard, who was caught in a storm at sea. Richard vowed to found a monastery should he survive. Upon his safe return, he honoured this promise by establishing Hell's Abbey. The founding colony of monks came from Beaulieu Abbey in Hampshire. 20 monks and 10 lay brothers departed for Hell's in 1246. Lay brothers were a new category of monks introduced by the Desolutions. They were uneducated and undertook much of the manual labour, wearing simple work clothes in contrast to the white habits worn by the monks. The architectural remains of Hell's Abbey, although in ruins, offers insights into the Cistercians' approach to monastic life. The layout includes typical features such as the church, cloisters, chapter house, and refectories. The church, the focal point of the abbey, was designed in a cruciform style, a common feature in medieval architecture. The design, with minimal orientation, was a hallmark of Cistercian architecture. Excavations and study of the site have revealed the sophisticated nature of medieval monastic infrastructure. The abbey's water management system, including a network of drains and a fish pond, highlight the ingenuity of creating a self-sustaining community. These features underscore the echoes of balance between spiritual duties with practical communal living. You might wonder why monks chose to settle here, beside an existing church which served a small rural village. The monks generally settled in remote areas, far from worldly influence. One of the most significant aspects of Hell's Abbey's history is its associated with the relic of the Holy Blood. This relic, reported to be a vial of Christ's blood, was given to the Abbey in 1270 by Edmund, son of Richard, Earl of Cornwall. Relics played an important role in medieval belief and worship. They provided physical, tangible reminders of the saints and assisted people in their devotions. Relics were also believed to offer physical protection, and many had miracles attributed to them. The most prized relic of all were associated with Christ's suffering during the Passion, including the blood he shed on the cross. The Holy Blood relic transformed Hell's Abbey into a major pilgrimage site, drawing visitors from across Europe. The influx of pilgrims brought considerable wealth and prestige to the abbey, allowing it to flourish both spiritually and economically. The Holy Blood was first housed in a temporary shrine, but such an important relic required an impressive home. To allow for the veneration of what was believed to be the greatest relic, an entirely new east end of the church was constructed on a major scale. The relic's significance was not only solely religious, for it played a crucial role in local economy. The pilgrims' donations and commerce generated by their visits provided financial stability for the abbey and the surrounding community. King Henry VIII and the dissolution of the monasteries happened between 1538 and 1541. During this time, the king, what he saw as abuse of the Catholic Church, particularly financial gains made from holy relics, was only a matter of time when the king's attention would be drawn to this abbey and the vial of the holy blood. The king had the relic denounced during a sermon outside St Paul's Cathedral in London as being nothing more than duck's blood. After pronouncing it was not blood from Christ, they sealed it in a box and took it with them to London. In November 1538, Bishop of Rochester delivered a fiery sermon at St Paul's Cross, in which he declared that the blood was nothing more than honey coloured with saffron. Shortly after this, Hales Abbey was dissolved on Christmas Eve 1539, when the abbot and the community of monks signed the surrender deed, its lands seized by the crown, and the building was dismantled for their materials. The dissolution marked the end of Hales Abbey as a religious institution. The monks were dispensed and the abbey's relics and treasures were confiscated or destroyed. This period of dissolution was characterised by widespread destruction of monastic sites across England, reflecting the shifting religious landscape and the Crown's desire to power and wealth. Despite its dissolution, Hales Abbey remains a site of historical and cultural significance. Today, the Abbey is managed by the English Heritage, which has undertaken efforts to preserve its ruins and educate the public about the history. The site includes a museum that houses artefacts recovered from the Abbey. Of course, like with all places, there are ghostly tales, and here is no different. It is said that there is a ghostly monk who still walks the ruins. Is it possible that the monks are still going about their daily routines? Some have even claimed that on nights, ghostly chanting can be heard coming from the ruins. Visitors to Hales Abbey can explore the ruins and gain insights into the daily lives of the monks who once resided here. The Abbey's tranquil settings, combined with its historical renaissance, offers a poignant reminder of England's rich monastic heritage and the profound impact of religious institution on medieval society. Hales Abbey stands as a testament to the spiritual, architectural and historical legacy of the Cistercian order in medieval England, from its founder by Richard, Earl of Cornwall, to its rise as a major pilgrimage site and its eventual dissolution. The Abbey encapsulates the dynamic interplay between religion, politics and society. Today, as we preserve historical sites, Hales Abbey continues to inspire, educate, bridging the past with the present. While here, it is worth visiting Hales Church, which is a very short walk away. The church predates the Abbey by a century and later came under the Abbey control until the dissolution of the monastery. The history of the church is a little confusing, and it is not known whether they all refer to the same church. In 1114, William de Tankerville recorded as giving Hales Church the monastery in France. The Tankervilles were chamberlains of Normandy. They also seem to have been chamberlains of England and to have owned the manor of Hales, but according to their charter of 1157 to 1159, they had association with lands of Winchcombe Abbey, which implies that the church belonged to the Tankervilles was at Hales in Gloucester instead of any other place of the same name, but records of Winchcombe Abbey records that before 1175 the abbey had a field chapel in Hales and maintained rites there. The church is also attributed to Ralph de Worcester. Sir Ralph did what many Norman lords did when they wanted land. He took it and claimed it as his own. He seized land at Hales and built the church. He then asked the Abbey of Worcester to consecrate the church, but the abbot of Winchcombe Abbey objected, claiming that the abbey should have the right to the manor at Hales. The dispute dragged on to 1175, when Pope Alexander issued a bull, a paper writ, confirming that Winchcombe Abbey had the right to all local churches. The church at Hales could then be consecrated, but only after appropriate payment was made to the abbey. One small church with two different stories. If the exterior of Hales Church is unassuming, but the interior is a marvel, a glimpse back in time. As you enter, you see directly opposite you on the north wall a very large painting figure of St. Christopher bearing the Christ child. St. Christopher was the patron saint of travellers, and his likeness is almost always found opposite the entrance, where people entering and leaving the church will see him. There are so many wonderful paintings within this church. As far as we know, the wall paintings of Hales all date from the 13th century, after the abbey was established, and this is one of the many reasons why people visit this amazing area. As we leave Hales Abbey and Church, we are reminded of the timeless beauty and rich history that encapsulates within these ancient walls. These ruins whisper stories of the past, inviting us to ponder the lives of those who walked at these grounds centuries ago. Whether we're drawn to the historical significance, the splendour of these remains, or the peaceful atmosphere, Hales Abbey and Church offer a unique glimpse into England's storied history. Thank you for joining me on this journey through time. I hope this visit has inspired you to explore more of the historical treasures that are dotted our landscape. Before I go, I would like to say a really big thank you to the viewers and subscribers, to the patrons and to those who have bought me a coffee. Your support makes it all worthwhile. If you would like to support the channel, links are in the description below. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more fascinating insights into our shared human heritage. And until the next time, stay safe.
you.